Hello, True Life Youth Groupers, parents, guardians. I hope that this finds you well. These are crazy times we're living in. Our generations have seen nothing like it, and I want to be able to talk to you and start a way of staying connected with you. I'm hoping to do this on a regular basis, speaking to you, youth, and to you, parents and guardians as well. We've been through a lot this year, had an amazing Hume Lake trip, some good youth groups, built a great box sled, and I don't want it to end just because of this right now, that we get cut off from each other. So I'm going to try and stay in touch with you using this. I have a few thoughts I want to share with you, both youth and parents and guardians. I know that for some these times are exciting, that you're home from school, there's new things happening, and for others these are very scary times. You may be in a vulnerable age group, you may have a loved one in a vulnerable age group or medical condition, you may be in danger of losing a job, and I think all those are very natural feelings right now. We don't know where this is headed, we don't know the long-term consequences of this, but God does. And we have a saying in our bathroom, a little plaque in there, and it says, I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. And we have promises from God to trust, promises that He will not leave us or forsake us, that when we have placed our trust in Him, He holds eternity in His hands. He is a great God, and He is a God who demonstrated His love for us on the cross. I know there's questions in these times. People will start to question God, His love, His power. Others will be drawn deeply towards Him, who maybe took their relationship with Him casually, as they start to face realities of scary times. They will start to ask the questions maybe they didn't have time for when life was going smooth. I want to encourage you not to be afraid and not to take this lightly. Sometimes at your age, especially youth, you start to feel invincible. I'm okay. This can't hurt me. Even if I get sick, it won't be serious. We don't know that. This disease is not being much of a respecter of age. You want to be wise. You want to take precautions. You want to protect yourself. But you also don't want to live in fear. I taught last Sunday before the mandatory shut-in at True Life about a Christian response to this. So talked about fear, isolation, how we can work with both of those. And I posted a video on this YouTube page to our fellowship yesterday, and I addressed again some of those. At the bottom of this video, right down here, you should see, I think it's kind of below the like, dislike section, whatever, just a little way down, it'll say True Life Christian Fellowship, Lockwood, California. And you can click on that and take you to the actual church page. And there you will see all the videos that have been uploaded. You'll see my Sunday teaching from last week, which is audio only, but you can access it there and listen to it through YouTube. The sharing I did with the fellowship yesterday, some songs that one of our worship team leaders uploaded for us. I would encourage you as a family to gather and watch, especially yesterday's sharing, and talk through it. Talk about some of the verses I've shared and some of the concepts. If you have the time, which you probably do, listen to last Sunday's teaching. Do this as a family. Grow together. Take your thoughts captive to Christ. Because in those I do talk about fear, isolation, a Christian response, rising into the moment. If you've placed your faith in Christ, you are a child of God. And you are in this moment for a reason. The story of Esther in the Bible is a great one to read right now, because she had to choose to rise into a moment at risk to herself. But she was placed there for such a moment as this. And we are in this community region. You have the friends you do. You have the co-workers you do, the family you do, for a reason. And if you've trusted Christ, you have in you the hope that this nation and these people around you need. The hope for today and the hope for eternity. If you haven't, maybe some of the words will lead you to that place. I don't want to talk long now. I do want to do this again in a few days. And like I said, those resources are there for you now. I'm also going to encourage you, use your time wisely. You don't have to get up as early now. You don't have bus rides. Many of you who might have gone to work are staying home. This time is a gift from God to take off of the busyness of life and to be able to focus on Him, to dive into His Word, to fill yourself with Christian songs and praise music. That's a powerful weapon to cultivate His joy and His peace in you. I encourage you to use this time wisely. Love the one you're with. You are shut into homes right now with people. You may never have a moment or a season like this again where everyone is home. And I know that's not the case for all of you. Some of you adults are still in work essential jobs and working. Pray for you. But for you who are at home, love the one you're with and grow closer to the one who loves you more than anyone and anything in this world. Use this time wisely. I am going to put down below in the description, I'm going to try and embed links to some Christian songs I think you might enjoy. Once you're on those sites, look for other songs by these same artists. I'm researching some Christian rap music that I think some of you may enjoy. I know many of you enjoy rap. So I've got some emails out to people that like Christian rap, asking them for good songs. I'll start to put those links down below in future postings. I know on my little iTouch iPhone that this video is about this big at the top, but there's a little tiny down arrow below it, and if you click that, it opens up the description window for the video. On a laptop or desktop, you'll see the start of the description and then a little more button or down arrow below where you can open up and see all the links. Look for who you can minister to. You may think this is a novel time or whatever. People around you may not. They may be afraid. Show them the hope of Christ. Be realistic with your own fears. Don't deny them. Don't think they make you a weak Christian. But take them captive to the promises and truths of God. Give me a call. Text me. I'm going to put the new church email I set up, a Gmail on there. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see that. Basically, True Life CF, all run together at gmail.com. Send me pictures of what you're doing, how you're handling the isolation. If you're doing school at home, put them on the video for you. Be fun. We'd like to see each other. Let's stay in touch. I encourage you to continue, and as a family, work through Ephesians 1, 2, and 3, and look for the things that it says we are in Christ. Some are direct, some you have to kind of interpret. I am in awe of God that weeks before this event took over our lives, I began teaching to you about who you are in Christ. Everything we do, every thought we have, every response to situations around us, everything we are and do will be defined by who you know you to be in Christ, who you know your identity is. Many of you had identity in work, and that's been stripped for the time being. You were a student. In some ways, that's been stripped, though you still have obligations of school at home. Life's been turned upside down right now. But who you are in Christ has not changed, and God does not change. Lastly, email is going to be the best way I can communicate with you. I need you guys, if you have email, to send it to me. Use the email I just gave you and send me your email if you are not already getting my emails regularly. If you don't have email, I encourage you, set up a Gmail account. They're free if your parents are okay with that. Parents, guardians, this includes you. I'm in a hard spot because a lot of what I want to send isn't easy to text. Some of you use email, some of you use text, some of you use both. If I can consolidate us to email and you guys check it regularly every couple days, it's going to help me a lot minister to you. But this YouTube page I set up for the church is going to be also a means by which I really try and stay in touch with you, try and point you to good resources. So God is with you. You're not alone. I love you. I miss you. We're going to get through this. Take it seriously, but don't let fear grip your life. God has not given us a spirit of fear. His spirit is love, self-control, power. You have the life of the one who has seen empires and kings rise and fall living inside you, Christian. You're a child of God. He is your Father. Don't forget that. Take your thoughts captive to that truth. Explore who you are in Christ, and let His light and love shine through you to those around you. God bless you. I'll be talking to you again soon. You've got my phone. You've got my email. Text me, call me, email me. Love to hear from you. Love to talk. Okay? God bless you. Bye-bye.